Halo, good evening Tribuners. Welcome back with TB Mutiara in Indonesian News of Tribun Lampung. We will present you an updating and interesting information from every place in Indonesia. And here the complete news. The first news comes from Kupang. A 9-year-old girl dies from drowning. Agnes Aspira Banu, a 9-year-old girl who drowned in a water reservoir, had wanted to be rescued by her playmates at the scene. This was confirmed by Fernando Anoit, head of the neighborhood 02 Liliba Village, Kupang City, to postkupang.com on Monday, April 18, 2022. According to Fernando, friends and victims spent their time playing in the hole, which was already filled with rainwater. At that time, he said the water was very clear and encouraged children to take a bath. However, because the victim and his friends had been playing in the reservoir for a long time, the water started to get dirty, and by that time the victim had drowned. Friends of the victim began to panic, and they took the initiative to look for ropes to save the victim, but they did not find the victim. He estimated the depth of the hole was 2.5 square meters. He said after an hour the victim was found and rushed to the hospital. According to him, the parents of the victims resigned to the incident that killed their child. The next news is 6 fire victims in Samarinda buried. 6 of the 7 bodies of fire victims in Samarinda, Kalimantan, were buried in one grave in Wiringpalennae Village, Tempe District, Wajo Regency on Tuesday, 19 April 2022 in the morning. However, one other body was taken to Benteng Lompo Village, Sabang Paru District, Wajo Regency. Supriyadi, who is a cousin of the victim who is also a neighbor, said that those who died were a grandmother, 4 children, grandchildren, and 1 close relative. They died in a fire in Samarinda, Kalimantan, on the 17th week of April 2022 in the morning. It started when a car had an accident and hit the victim's family stall. The car crashed into a retail petrol outlet, causing the fire to spark and easily spread to the front of the shop house, which was located from the outside. Supriyadi said that after the meal, Kiki Resri's husband, Amiruddin, went out to the market to buy vegetables. This family is a family who migrated since 250 years ago to East Kalimantan. In fact, Siti Arabia and several of her children have only been in Samarinda for a few days. The next news comes from East Java. The murder case of a medical student by his lover's stepfather, Ziath Ibrahim Bal Biyd, who is 38 years old, a suspect in the murder of a leading medical student at a prominent university in Malang, Bagus Prasetya lazuardi, admitted that he was angry with the victim, who was suspected of having sexually abused his stepdaughter. While walking out of the public relations building, the East Java Regional Police Headquarters, he covered his face using his palms, which were handcuffed to his arms. Ziath admitted that he was furious because the victim had sexually harassed him through message conversation to his stepdaughter. Therefore, Ziath admitted that, intending to reprimand the victim's treatment of his stepdaughter. However, the way he reprimanded the victims was too excessive, causing the victim to die. Meanwhile, the head of the Subdirectorate of Street Crimes and Violence, the Directorate of General Crime Investigation of the East Java Regional Police, Police Grand Commissioner Adjudan Lintar Mahardono, did not deny that there were reasons behind the suspect action that killed the victim. However, based on the records of the result of the investigation of the suspect, The suspect said Lintar allegedly felt irritated by knowing that there were several application-based conversations between the victim and his stepson, which were considered too fun. In addition, continued Lintar, the suspect had found a change in attitude to TS, the stepdaughter. The change in TS attitude he considered disturbing the suspect's relationship with his stepson. The next news is the addition of the Pertalite quota in the Bangka Belitung Island region. The downstream oil and gas regulatory agency has finally added the quota of Pertalite for 7 cities and regencies in Bangka Belitung Island province. This was in response to a proposal from the governor of Bangka Belitung Island, Erzaldi Rosman, which was submitted by Assistant to Karo Ekbang Coordinator of Natural Resources and Hiswana for Oil and Gas at the Office of the Downstream Oil and Gas Regulatory Agency on Wednesday, April 13, 2022. In fact, as a follow-up, the head of the Downstream Oil and Gas Regulatory Agency, together with the members of the House of Representatives of the Republic Indonesia, Bambang Patijaya, conveyed the increase in the Pertalite quota during a working visit to the Governor's office on Tuesday, 19 April 2022. He explained that the previous quota of 4,852 kiloliters for Belitung and 13,926 kiloliters for East Belitung was a premium quota. Because the premium has been abolished, the Downstream Oil and Gas Regulatory Agency has set a Pertalite quota. Considering that currently Pertalite has officially become a subsidized item based on decree of the Minister of Energy and Mineral Resources number 37 of the year 2022. Previously, through a meeting at the Oil and Gas BPH last week, the provincial government had asked Pertamina to distribute Pertalite based on last year's realization, while waiting for the proposal to increase the quota to avoid scarcity. However, the shortage of fuel oil that occurred some time ago was caused by ship delays. The next news is President Jokowi inaugurates Truno Joyo Airport. President Jokowi has inaugurated Truno Joyo Airport in Sumeneb Regency, East Java Province on Wednesday, April 22, 2022. With the inauguration of Truno Joyo Sumeneb Airport, it is hoped that it can boost the economy of residents on the island of Madura. Through this airport, access to air transportation by plane can speed up time. This was conveyed by the President when inaugurating Truno Joyo Airport in Sumeneb, East Java. Furthermore, the President added various benefits from the existence of Truno Joyo Airport. Jokowi said that with the better connectivity, people's mobility would be easier and smoother and economic points would grow. Then, new businesses are expected to emerge and existing businesses to develop and become new. In addition, Jokowi also asked the Minister of Transportation, Budi Karya Sumadi, to arrange for a flight from Surabaya to Sumeneb and from Jakarta to Sumeneb ahead of Lebaran 2022. Budi hopes that in the future there will be a lot of tourism potential that will grow with the Truno Joyo Airport. The next news is the discovery of a methamphetamine suction device in a second-class B prison in Sinkawa. Joint officer from the prison, the Indonesian National Army, the Indonesian National Police, and the National Narcotics Agency found a bomb or a methamphetamine suction device during a raid in the room of the inmates of the Class B prison in Sinkawa on Thursday, April 19, 2022. After an inspection, it was later discovered that the bomb was suspected to be the remnant of an old use in the narcotics block of the Sinkawa prison. This was revealed by the daily executive of the health of the second-class B prison in Sinkawa, Laude Muhammad Masrul, after inspecting the item resulting from the raid. He emphasized that the eradication of drugs through this joint raid is a form of the seriousness of Sinkawa prison to eradicate drugs. Laude promised that he would not hesitate to take decisive action for proven correctional inmates. The last news is tugboat fire in Muara Jambi. The tugboat located in Kunangan Village, Taman Rajo District, Muara Jambi, Jambi, caught fire on Tuesday, April 19, 2022 in the afternoon. One person on the ship was burned to death. The head of the Sub-Directorate of the Law Enforcement for the Water and Air Police of the Jambi Regional Police Grand Commissioner Adjutant Agus Suryono said that his team is currently at the location to investigate the crime scene. Agus said after being extinguished, the ship was being evacuated from the scene to Water and Air Police Command Headquarters for the Jambi Regional Police, which is in the Pasar area precisely behind the Jambi Angso Duo Market. Well, I think that's all the news for today with me, Mutiara. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.